But shortly.
Here, I'm gonna.
One more time.
Yeah, we can see some eyes.
Yeah, that's good. Then we can.
It wasn't a good food, was it?
I don't know. Oh, you mean one of the fancy?
Yeah,
It might have been actually. I can't tell.
you see that one right there, right?
This one?
No, down here at the bottom.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Matter of fact, I was trying to grab that one so it didn't fall. Did it work? Are we back up?
Not out here. It flips over to another video, so we gotta make sure.
I'll hold. Okay, good job. You got that?
Yep.
All
You see any more, Craig?
I don't.
All right. We'll get everything back up.
It should be right there.
Michelle, how did you find me?
What is that? YouTube?
Yeah.
Paul Masters.
Yeah, but how did you get to the channel?
I did not do quarantine cocktail show. I did Paul Masters.
I'll let her do it. Let's get ready. Folks, I think we're back. Oh, we have to have YouTube up though, but well, it doesn't. We are on YouTube. Just because we can't see it doesn't mean it's not happening, right?
Correct.
Right. So here we are.
He's on Facebook.
Yeah, we're fine. Right, Alan?
I think we're fine.
So the only thing we haven't figured out is how to listen to calls better, because we really, in hindsight, I should have just put it on my regular phone. As much fun as that.
Can you forward the calls?
I don't know.
Call forwarding?
I don't know. Somebody needs to look that up.
What's a landline?
Yeah, I know. I haven't used a landline. It was just, all about having fun. So, all right. So here we are. We're at number 3. We are 1 hour in. Is that right, Alan?
We are 1 hour in. Oh my God.
23 to go. Actually, we're not. It's 7:59. So technically, we're not even 1 hour in yet.
59 minutes.
We're 59. But if I stall and drink a little bit of beer.
Need a pillow.
So,
Can we talk about what kind of food we've been supplied?
put the camera on. Let that man talk about that food. Because that was amazing.
Do we have a portable game? We could show that.
Oh, we do have that. Hold on. We're going to go do that. Here.
You are full on camera.
Here we go.
Oh,
Wait. Put it on. I'm going to let you take it. Is it working, Alan?
It
Yeah.
is.
Working.
Yeah, it is.
Fantastic.
Let's go look at that food.
We're going to take a look at the food then.
Yeah. I'll come right behind you.
It's delicious. If you do a
Charcuterie board.
charcuterie board by Connor.
Charcuterie board by Connor. We have
Greek treats.
Greek treats.
Those are Greek spanakopita and Greek kouloudakia cookies.
Wait, we got more food?
Yes, you're missing out.
Oh my gosh. I'm eating one.
What happened to the board?
Are we allowed to eat one right now?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They're-
Oh, cooler. Forks in the cooler.
Oh my god.
I'd say delicious.
What did
I
just
was
get?
baking today.
Oh my god.
We have smoked macaroni and cheese, bow ties of course, smoked Brussels sprouts, and of course, in our, what we call a cooler, but it's actually keeping everything nice and warm, 14 hours of smoked pork.
Oh my god. We're doing all right.
Spread.
Yeah. I'm having a spoon.
Probably time for another cocktail. Look at this. Telephone operator standing by. Shelby, we lost it on here though. I don't know if that matters. We're back. So, it's always good to see your bartender eating food while he's making drinks. I'm almost there, people. It's fantastic, though.
There's little floaties in our drink. It's gonna be great.
All right. Now, cocktail number 3. Now, I got to talk a little bit about this donor, because it's really through them that we were able to get to another level. About 4 years ago, reached out. I got contacted actually by a group, Lawyers Club of Cincinnati. Yes, lawyers. Hence why I've devoted this T-shirt of the Better Call Paul T-shirt to them. Thank you, Shelby. So anyway, this group, every year they actually were doing a toy drive, and they would go to a school and they would get everybody in that school a toy. And they decided at one point that they wanted to do, I believe I'm getting this right. If I don't, I apologize. But they wanted to do something a little different and a little more meaningful and appropriate, and they wanted to do coats. And so we collaborated, and every year through their generous donation, and then what we're able to do to try to help. We actually typically can give an entire school coats. This year, I believe we will be going to Reese E. Price, which is over in the western Price Hill area of Cincinnati. And I believe we're going to be able to deliver a little over 500 coats. So every child in that school will get a brand new coat. So Lawyers Club of Cincinnati, they've been amazing. One of the largest donators to the coat drive, and it's very much appreciated. So I had to try to come up with a very special cocktail for them. Lawyers, of course, we like to drink, so that was easy. But I wanted something to have a little bit of a tie. And that's when I decided that for the Lawyers Club, their drink shall be the Dark and Stormy. Now, don't try to read into this more than what it is. This isn't because lawyers are dark and stormy and handle all those. It's quite... you snapped it off when you pulled it off to the side. I saw it happen. Well, that's done. All right. So we have now broken glasses and one charger. We should keep a list and the things that we break, because we're sober and actually organized right now. So I don't know if it's going to get worse or better. 2 glasses. To be fair, I did knock 2 glasses off inside here, and we've broken 1 charger cord. Not bad. So the Dark and Stormy. So here's where the story goes to. 1857. Bermuda. See, I said pronunciation on the way down. Bermuda. The Gosling family is going to begin rum production, and they actually, there's a whole story there that there was a shipwreck, and they ended up they were headed to Bermuda, and but they didn't make it because of bad weather. Anyway, they do end up making it, and they end up making their own rum there. But what happens, the British Navy, they have a huge port there, and they are stopping by all the time to drink. But one of the things that the British Navy really like to drink is ginger beer. And they decide, it's kind of like, do you remember the old commercials? chocolate and peanut butter. Like, oh, you got your chocolate in my peanut butter. No, you got your peanut butter in my chocolate. Well, lo and behold, somebody decides to put these two things together, and they end up creating the Dark and Stormy. And once we make it, you will see the reason why is because it looks like storm clouds in the drink. What's interesting about this drink, though, and why it's done so well, is what's funny about it is that it's always made with Gosling's Black Seal rum, and it should be made with Gosling's ginger beer because they ended up taking over that little ginger beer company on the island so they could do all of it. The Dark and Stormy became synonymous with Gosling's rum. Like, that was the drink it was known for. Even though it's rum, you can make any other drink with it. But everybody just, when you think of Gosling's rum, you think of a Dark and Stormy. And not only it becomes synonymous with the Dark and Stormy, in 1991, because of that, they actually got a trademark on the name Dark and Stormy. Now, that may not seem like a big deal, but there are only 4 cocktails in the U.S. that are trademarked. Actually, and that's across borders, and this is one of them. I would tell you the other 3 because there's 4. But we're going to end up making the other two of the 3 later tonight, so I'll save those. But this is one of the only trademark cocktails in the world. And we're going to make it. Hopefully we don't get shut down for making this cocktail with their name. I don't think we will. I think we're in good shape. Now, this is a mix in the drink, kind of a glass, a drink. So you're going to come in. Are we good?
Mm-mm.
No?
I need you to get back in here.
Oh, we're not on Facebook? Or?
No, we are on Facebook.
Oh, well, then it's fine.
We're probably going to need to turn that passcode off tonight.
Oh. I would just do that. So, we're going to build it right into drink. We're going to go with ginger beer. Now, ginger beer, that's a funny thing. You can get, there is alcoholic versions and there is non-alcoholic. They're both equally good, equally delicious. And sometimes the non-alcoholic is actually a little bit spicier. So we're going to go about halfway with that. Then we're going to come in with half a lime for a little bit of lime juice. Mm-hmm. These are big lines. So about a half a lime, you'll end up with about an ounce, 3/4 to an ounce with this size. And then you're going to go with about 2 ounces, and we can, for fun, measure just to see how close we are. But you can see that the dark storm clouds over the horizon. Would you agree, Alan?
Yeah, that's nice.
And then we're going to come in with we're going to go lime wheel. It's a nice line. There it is. Folks, there it is. A nice, quick, simple, dark and stormy, great lawyer's drink. I guess if you're a patent attorney. I guess I didn't think it through. A lot of attorneys wouldn't even care that this is trademark. I care. That's what we're going to go with. So, cocktail number 3. Hopefully we can keep track through the night. There it is. Let's see if it's delicious or not. It's wrong. Something's not right. Folks, emergency. We actually skipped it on second cocktail. I hope nobody gets sick. I'm worried now.
Somebody from the crew.
So, yeah, but here we go. Emergency. the beauty of it, the citrus, if there's a lemon involved in a drink, or a lime, or an orange, it's going to work. Let's give it another try. Oh, yes, that's delicious. Now, most importantly, let's see who gets this bad boy. Shelby's pick. Shelby, who gets it?
Craig.
Would you like dark and stormy, sir?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, right there.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy.
Thank you for feeding us.
Yeah. All right. So, folks, 3 down, but not 4 to go because we've got a little time here. Yep, we've got some time. So, Alan, what else can we talk about here?
Did you sign?
I didn't sign yet.
Craig's going to show his drink here. That's this one. Yeah.
Oh, see, that looks nice.
It does look nice. All right.
Tastes even better then.
It's not a bad little drink, is it? It's a good summer sipper. Here we go. All right, let's give it a try. Here. Warriors closed. Why is your name so long that my ink is now dried out? No. Dear Lawyers Club of Cincinnati, thank you for helping us help so many kids. Cheers. There we go. One more. Shel, do we have anybody online? Oh, thanks. I don't have anybody online, but I got a line. Online, got a line. Did you get that?
Yeah.
Hey, Shel, do me a favor. Can you call the sponsor line, or can somebody call? We're gonna test. What happened?
Nothing. Yes, somebody will
I'll call.
Well, you're too close. It won't work. Like, it'll work, but I can't test the volume.
Oh, okay.
Hello? We're trying. Hold on. Try that again. Boy, not really. Wait, hold on. Do that again. Can we hear you now? Wow.
Oh,
Try now.
try now.
It's not
It's not
bad.
bad.
But it's not great,
is it?
Yeah, it's not great.
All right.
All right,
Folks, we're going to work this out.
out.
Are you still there? All right, hold on. We're going to try it one more time this way. How about now? No. So it's not the best purchase I've ever made in my life. That's what I found out. It does happen. Trial and error. I've purchased not a great phone. That's all right. Thanks for trying. It's still a fun sound. We just might have to have people call the other line.
Do you want me to bring the cordless one? Your office number.
Yeah.
It'll still ring.
Yeah.
You just put the cordless on.
Plug that one in. Let's bring a cordless phone down. We can put it on speaker. At least we can talk to people. We just won't hear the ring. Done. Yes.
We'll hit the ring here.
No. Bring one down. Let's try that. Bring a cordless phone down.
Do you want me to just the handheld or the whole unit?
Just a handheld. Let's see if that works. I don't know that it will. Well, let's try it. Folks, we are working here feverishly at the 24-hour telethon. So bear with us because we are in the midst of trying to make this a better viewing experience, not only for you, but honestly for us, because we have to be up the entire 24 hours. You're lucky enough to go back to bed. You can go to sleep tonight. We can't, so we have to entertain ourselves. Oh, was that up the whole time, the Lawyers Club?
Yes.
Look at this. We are just on it. So my belief is because we've hardwired this one in, and it's early, I don't know that it'll get all the way to those other phones. But we're going to find out.
We're going to find out.
That would be awesome if it did. I wonder if that's why it isn't working. And where is Shelby?
They've left.
They've all left.
They went to a club.
I think they went out. I think you're right. Speaking of going out, I went to the USA versus Mexico men's soccer last night. It's fantastic.
US won, right?
Yeah, 2-0.
Nice.
Dos Concesa. That's 2-0, and it's a very big meaning. And as much as I love soccer, I don't know that whole story, and I need to learn it. Are we going to try it again?
Sure.
All right. Let's. Can we play this game one more time?
She's on it.
I knew it. Welcome to the telethon.
Yes, sir. I'm calling in to see if the phone is working clearly.
Oh my gosh. Caller number 12. We've got a winner. How's that working, Alan? Hold on. Stay there. We're going to turn. We can even go. Wait. All right, sir. All right. You still there?
I'm still here. First time caller, long time listener.
Wow. Well, we are a first time listener. And that we actually hear somebody, long time drinker. So
Perfect.
I think between all this, we've got ourselves a plan. Well, come on back.
I'm coming in.
It only took us, I mean, it's not bad. Well, this is fantastic, folks. Nobody else may care, but this is big steps for us. Big steps. All right. So, are we ready for the next cocktail? We're a little ahead of schedule.
We're ahead of schedule.
I know.
We can't,
We don't want to jump in. People count on us. We need to be behind schedule, not in front of the
I
schedule.
do know that a shirt needs to be changed. So.
Oh, that'll take some time.
But did you sign the book, the last book?
I did, yeah. Lawyers Club has been signed and delivered. That's number 4. We're ahead. Here for keeping souvenirs. That's what was ripped out of the iPad. It's fantastic. I believe I did. I wrote some things down. Yeah, you just don't have the shirt yet.
You better change your shirt then.
We have any comments? I'm gonna. It might be easier to do.
Colleen said cleansing your palate.
Thank you.
There we
See
go.
if we have any.
See, this might be better. I don't know why I'm not just trying to do this on my phone. Here we go. This is hour 2. Yeah, here we go. 3 comments on hour 2. Wait, I need to turn it down so we don't get. I'm watching from Cleveland. I saw that, Natty. Yes, Colleen, we did. Cleansing your. Yes, we are. All right. Oh, we got the Wildies. That's awesome. We have people. We have literally people online. I mean.
Yes.
I mean that in a.
Don't forget to put your camera back into mode, though.
Into what mode?
We've lost your camera.
Oh, do we need it right now?
I
Okay.
just said don't forget.
Fair. When we need it, I'll switch it over.
Yep. Let me just see if it drops one.
It's a good cup you just grabbed right there.
That's what I heard. It's a prime joy.
It is look at that. Get a view of that little cup right there. We'll find it. It's just got to be.
It's
No. There it is. Nice. Nothing but the best in this house. All right, folks. We are now officially... So we took 3 cocktails to get into the swing of things. I'm feeling pretty good. How about you guys?
Absolutely.
Because we have now figured out the phone.
We have the phone taken care of.
Haven't broke anything in like a drink.
2 drinks.
2 drinks.
2 drinks.
2 drinks. Nothing broke.
Whoa, we're on a roll.
I mean, this is... I'm going to go change. Let's go. I say we
Go change.
Let's get in here, man. We might be able to do cocktail number 4. Hold that. Yeah. One more time. Alan, we need to find stripper music apparently every time I change my clothes out here.
A feather boa or something. All sparkles.
Nice.
These are.
You know, before we get to the next cocktail, I can, for any of those people out there watching, again, codrive.org. You can pick up all this fancy merchandise. I actually sold the cocktail book on Amazon, like 6 copies. Not the New York Times bestseller. I think you got to go more than 6 to get onto a list.
Well, you're not selling in New York, though, so that's the problem.
That's right. Well, yeah, I'm never going to make. I bet you I'm the Sylvette Lane's bestseller of books on Amazon.
That's it.
I never thought about it that way. I've just been looking at it wrong. And folks, looking at things, how far we've come. Can I just share a little something with you? Folks, it wasn't long ago when our YouTube announcement was this. It was a literal piece of paper that we would hang up, and with a sticker. This is as good as we got. We put a sticker on a piece of paper, and look at us now. Cameras, Alan. I mean, show them that fancy pour cam. Oh, I'm putting pressure on. Look at this, folks. Pour cam. How you doing up there? There we go. All right, is it time? It's pretty close.
You're going to leave it there? Your camera? Because you're not showing, so I got to do some math.
Oh, yeah. Let's go to the main camera. Is that what you mean? Oh, because I don't.
Yeah, it's not in the mix, so that's why I keep going.
See, folks, here's what happened. We have 6 cameras set up, and I've removed one, and now the math is all off.
It's all off, but that's all right. I can do the math. I just need.
It's good. You can do the math now. Wait until 3 in the morning. I challenge everybody. That's when you want to call in. That's when you want to call in. All right, here we go. So we are on to cocktail number 4, and it is a classic, and it's a fun one. And let me tell you why this is a fun one. Not only is it for a friend, Electric Works, where all the works is electric, boogie woogie. I don't know if that's... Is there a better slogan than that? I feel like... Is that good?
Oh, he's been turning the West Side on for many years.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, Electric Works, turning on the West Side for many years. I know he turns us on a few times a year. Like, literally, he comes over and he has to help us turn on some electrical stuff. I mean, it's not some double entendre. By the way, that showed up in a music song, and I had to look that up. Do you know that? So, double entendre, we know what that is. That's when something can mean one thing and also mean another thing, typically a sexual innuendo, like turning on the West Side for... That is double entendre. Do you know that there's a triple entendre?
Huh.
Yeah.
No.
Did not know. Yes, there's a triple entendre, but basically, there normally has to be a photo involved. So it could be like, imagine a photo of Electric Works flipping a switch, right, on maybe a power breaker, so that it was like, and then it says turning on the West Side, and maybe there's, anyway, there's 3 things that have to happen to make it's complicated. It'll make more sense if we all drink. But one of the most exciting things that I found over the course of this cocktail show, by the way, started in March 15th of 2020. We've been doing this for a while.
Wow.
Yeah.
Coming up on 2 years, Paul. That's a long time. You're a year and a half now?
Same liver.
Same liver.
Same liver. Pretty excited about that. You know, it's all funny games until I go to the doctors. They're like, "Good Lord, man, how are you walking? Your liver, it's gone." Anyway, I feel like I'm just in good training. But what I've enjoyed about this show is not only just making a fool of myself weekly at this point, but it's sharing some of the cocktail information that I learned in my 8 minutes with others. And when people find something that they've learned through this show or acquired a taste for, and this is one of those fine examples, because this next drink is the G&T, the Gin and Tonic, classic cocktail. And our good friend Randy loves them a gin and tonic. And that's why we're giving a shout out to the Electric Works. Electric Boogie Woogie. And what was fun about it is when we did this drink, and I have had gin and tonics, he has always been, a bit of a Hendrix? Would that be right? Tanqueray, that's it. Matter of fact, I believe we've gone through a bottle of Tanqueray here. I believe one time, I'm not going to say we drank 4 bottles of gin, but we finished 4 bottles of gin. You know, now different levels. But it all started when I told Randy that he really needed to try this new gin. And by new gin, I mean old gin. It is Old Tom Gin, one of the oldest gins out there. Well, the man fell in love with it, and now it's one of his favorites. But I need to pause to show you something. Which one it is?
The one with, I got it.
Huh?
That one. That one.
This one? Yeah. How'd you know?
I've already opened it before.
Oh. So, funny thing happened. When we first started this show, as I learned more about different cocktails and spirits, I started finding pocket guides. And so here's one of the pocket guides that I was able to get my hands on. It is very handy when you go out, because so this little handy gem right here is one of the very first gin pocket guides that we produced and made available to our friends on the show. And you'll see it breaks out the difference of. So here are your types of gin. You've got London. Also, a lot of people will call that more of a botanical gin. Plymouth gin, Navy strength. Old Tom, Genever. Is that right, Chubbs? I'm saying it wrong already?
I think that's right.
And slow gin. Now, a little info. Rare London dry. So historically, that is from London, England, but it's made everywhere now. Like I said, 5 stories. Oh, we don't have their gin out here, shelves.
Because we're using.
Oh, no, I was just going to show the bottle. But so you can literally make London gin anywhere. And the reason it's really a London gin is because of the juniper and the citrus, no added artificial flavors. And typically what they do is they do a second distillation after the junipers, and that's when they add the botanicals. And 5 stories, they actually have a botanical gin, which is basically their London. And then they also have a London dry, which is a little less on the botanical side. So we've got those. We have a Plymouth gin. Now, here's the deal. The Plymouth gin is actually called Plymouth because it's the oldest distillery in the UK, and it has to be made in that location. They actually use the water from the Dartmoor Reservoir, and that is how you get Plymouth gin. So it cannot be made anywhere else. It's drier and spicier. Navy strength gin So it's 100 proof gin. So it's actually 57%, and then they dilute it down. And how they did that, if you've ever wondered, if you've ever heard of proofing, it was because you had to prove that it was all alcohol. And what a lot of times they would do is they would douse gunpowder with this alcohol. And if it would still light, that's how you proved that it was of proof and pure alcohol. So there's that little trick for you. We'll skip old Tom. Genever. That's Dutch gin. And so the difference with that is the grains they use, they actually malt the grains first. And if you were ever going to describe Genever, I'm going to say how many different ways I can say it until somebody's like, that was right. No, that was wrong. Anyway, this one. But it is malty. Imagine if you took a whiskey and a gin and mixed it. That's what this tastes like. So it's a unique flavor. I will be honest, last week, we on hand typically have a little over 100 bottles of alcohol here. Last week I ran out of gin. Do you know how horrible of a feeling that is when you have 100 bottles of alcohol and you're like, okay, 8 bottles of rum, 4 bottles of tequila, and I didn't have any gin. I had Hendrix. And I didn't want to use Hendrix because Hendrix is very unique. It's got a cucumber-based flavor to it. That's the botanicals they use. So I decided I was going to make the Vesper. And the Vesper Martini, classic James Bond, whole thing, Ian Fleming. And I used the Bulls. Not good. Honestly, I said it was good on air. I lied. It wasn't good. I couldn't even get Shelby to drink it. It's just too strong. By itself, it's fantastic. But when you end up mixing that with vodka and then nothing else, it was earthy. Earthy, very earthy. Anyway, it's a great drink, but again, very malty. And then there's slow gin. And again, we put it here. It's really not a gin. It's a flavored gin. It's a liqueur. And they actually use sloe berries. That's the thing. Don't make fun of them. That's not what it means. They're not really slow. I mean, they do as good as any other berry out there. I mean, they're a strong berry. I don't know why they call them slow. They should come up with a new name. I don't think it's good to call them slow anymore.
They make slow gin fizzes with them.
You do make slow gin fizzes with them. We can have one later. We get to test out the new phone equipment. "24-hour cocktail hotline. Can I help you?"
Hey, it's your daughter.
Hey, it's my daughter Chloe. Oh my gosh, why are you calling a cocktail show?
Shut up! I'm with my friends and we wanted to say hi.
I love it. You guys aren't donating any money, are you? You're just...
I know, we called you 12 times and you wouldn't answer.
Well, we had some phone issues, we admit. You are now live on the air in front of 3 people.
Yeah!
I'm guessing...
Donate money for me now.
All right. Are you going to donate money?
You're my dad.
All right. I'm donating money on your behalf. How much are we donating?
300.
How much?
300.
Why would you pick 300? Why wouldn't you just say 25 or 50?
Because I'm your kid and I like to put you in debt.
All right, fine. Put us down. She's called in. She's using up her allowance. She doesn't know that yet, but we're going in at 300. Done. Now don't stay out late.
You wish. You're not picking me up.
All right, fine. No, I'm not picking anybody up tonight.
Anywho, have fun.
All right, bye. Bye, all Chloe's friends. And there's having kids right there. So that worked out well. No, love my kids. They actually give them full shout out because they actually help get all these coats prepped. Her, Max, and their friends, they will spend an entire day sorting coats to get them ready to go out. Last one on the chart, Old Tom. So Old Tom, 18th century. A lot of people think because it was so old, it was bathtub gin. Nothing to do. That's a prohibition thing. This is 18th century. It is a very rich flavor. It's not nearly as spicy, and it's sweeter. They use anise. Careful when you say that one at 3 in the morning. You're going to use anise to flavor it because anise is sweet, and they actually will also use sugar beets to help flavor. If you're out there and thinking, Paul, I'm not a gin drinker, this is your baby. This is what you want to try. You want to get yourself some Old Tom. Well, anyway, so let's all that just to tell you the gin. I haven't even told you the history of the drink. My God. So actually, the gin and tonic, of every cocktail out there that we could do, the gin and tonic actually has a tie to the quarantine. This is the gin and tonic is basically COVID-19 cocktail. Here's why. 1700s. George Cleghorn, I think that's right. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's something like that. But George Cleghorn, he discovers quinine. And what he finds out is that this is the cure-all for malaria. And it's a hit. People love it. So that's not true. People don't love it. It tastes horrible. So they add it to things, including tonic. And but people at the time, you're just trying to take straight quinine. And it's bitter. It's wretched. But it's just like emergency, saving lives. But the difference between quinine and emergency, they figured it out. Pack it in an orange, citrus, delicious flavor, and it's going to be good. But just like emergency in our house, what they figured out in the 1800s, leave it to some British soldiers, is what you need to do? You need to mix it with alcohol. Everything goes down better with alcohol. Agreed. Now, this is not a physician's commercial. That is not better to take your medicine with alcohol. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that's a common disclosure in a list. So, however, in 1800s, they ran with it, and they loved it, and they basically, the British Navy, they were putting the quinine and tonic and gin, and that is where the gin and tonic all started. How good was it? And when I say good, I don't just mean delicious. I mean, did it really help people? Winston Churchill, and I quote, said this: "The gin and tonic has saved more Englishmen's lives and minds than all of the doctors in the entire British Empire." Yeah, good stuff. So the gin, basically, that's kind of where we all get started. Now, Old Tom gin. Shelby, I actually have a new story for you.
Hold on.
Okay. Did we break something?
It's not.
Oh, don't worry about that. Yeah, we're fine. That's just.
I got it.
Okay.
What? Sorry. I'm sorry.
So the name Old Tom Gin. So this is interesting. 18th century. Huh. Oh, it should be working. We'll try it to break. So the 18th century, basically, gin was very popular. It was actually so popular that the government tried to stop production. It was like there's too many people drinking it. So what they did is people who were making their own gin in bars that would have gin, they actually would put a black wooden cat on the outside of the building, and the black cat was known as an Old Tom. And under the paw, typically there would be a hole, and you could drop your money down, and then they knew you would win, and then they would deliver you Old Tom gin.
Oh, darn. That's a great story.
Is that not awesome? 8 minutes of research, folks. That's what I have found out. So, Anyway, yeah, healthy stuff. So on that note, let's make ourselves gin and tonic. Now, this is another in the glass cocktail, and the reason is the tonic. You can't shake this. I need to. We're gonna use this one. We'll have to get some clean ones. Where
I got it.
no. I'll use this one. So we're gonna go 2 ounces. In case you're wondering the ratio, obviously anything you want, but if we're gonna kind of make it official, we're gonna go 2 ounces of Old Tom gin. Then we're gonna come in with 4 ounces of tonic, and just for fun, we'll 1, 2, 3. This perfectly. 4. And then we're coming in with a lime. And it's, you can do anything you want fancy, but honestly, if you're going to go anywhere, what you're always going to see is that classic wedge when you go in for the gin and tonic. Agreed?
Agreed.
Yeah, and there it is. But because quinine does do a great job against malaria, but for everything else, emergency, saving lives since 17th century. A little sprinkle on top. Oh, hands down, one of my favorite drinks as well. I think it's tough to beat just a good old classic gin and tonic.
I like that.
And the Old Tom, like I said, if you've ever been and you thought, just not the gin person, I'm telling you, this is the way you want to go. Gin and tonic. We're calling that cocktail number 4. And before we sign the book, we'll save that. That's going to come in handy later, I'm quite sure.
I think Nikki gets that one.
Oh, yeah?
Well, yeah, it's the Wittig drink.
Well, that's fair. Well, you guys just picked it. Of course, she just had the last one, too. I hope she makes it.
That's her choice.
It is. Nikki, you get the, you're in charge of that one. Oh, we've got a book to sign. Here we go. Dear Randy. I hope. Hope you enjoy all these cocktails. And they all works for you. Trying to figure out how it's going to get that in there. I got it. Cheers. Boom. Now, I think, because we have a little time here, we've got 15. I have a thought. And that thought is that maybe we do a little bonus cocktail for the crew.
That would be awesome.
How about some gin and tonics for others?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Huh?
Can you help mirror this?
Perfect.
Anybody want a gin and tonic?
I'll take one.
I'd be happy to try one. I've never had one.
All right, we need some cups. We need regular cups. Hold on. No, we'll. I get some cocktail cups. You'd think I'd have a lot of them, wouldn't you? Yeah, we need some. Anybody else want one? 2 rocks glasses. We're gonna make some. We'll clean them up. Well, yeah. I mean, what the heck?
To do anything to put this back.
That should just be on the app.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be on the that itself. All right, so all right, Old Top Gin. Here it goes. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. And then, oh, here, I think I'm smart enough to do these ones now, huh? You trust me, don't you?
Absolutely.
There you go. Boom, boom. Now we can come in. Now, I will say this as I make the next one. I like a little extra squirt of lime, so we're going to go put those ones in there. And then, hey, here it is. And of course, because I don't leave anybody out of the emergency, we're going to make sure. Shelves? Here, you want to give that a try? And then, that's good. All right,
Very good.
here we go.
Very good, thank you. Bathroom?
How are we doing?
She went to the bathroom. Doing well.
Everything's working?
We're
Oh, we're back up.
yes.
We need a call in. You know? No, here. I mean, I want somebody to call in. What do you got?
So the next one calls for milk. Do you want milk or the cream?
Should be milk. But we can do cream.
Well, I mean that's up to you. I just need to know what to
We'll do
fetch.
cream. Yeah, we'll do cream. It's right there. Let's do it. What do you got? I've got the Kahlua. Huh. So, what's funny, are how many drinks that end up having some very similar ingredients, you know, and especially, and again, what was really interesting is we didn't put any parameters on this. We let people pick their cocktails. And some people said, hey, you pick it for me, and I will always let you know which ones I do. I take full responsibilities. But also, how many people had very similar cocktail tastes that they wanted to share with us. So I think we're really kind of getting ready for our next cocktail. And thank goodness we needed a call. Stay by the bell. Cocktail-A-Thon, 24 hours, hour 3 in. How can I help you? Oh, try. Say that again. I didn't answer the phone right.
It's Dave.
Hey, Dave. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. You said you needed somebody to call in.
Oh, I did. We need some filler, man.
You want me to do a little Steve Martin?
Anything you got, we could use it.
Nah, just saying you're doing a great job. Unless I missed one, I think you're on the 4th T-shirt.
Yes, we are. We are getting ready. This is the 4th one. But we're going to go make a change, and we will enter into hour 3, which is really going by slowly. Honestly, this is really. I think it's blood from turnips. Isn't that what that it is? I do not believe we're going to get past hour 5.
Oh, man.
Nah, we got this. We got food, we got beverage, we got kinks worked out. I don't want to jinx it. We just made another cocktail and didn't break anything.
What is that?
So
3?
Robert said, is he going to do it the whole time? And I said, well, Paul is, but I don't know about the crew.
Yeah. How late are you going to let him stay up and watch all this? Hopefully he's not really watching it.
He just went to bed.
Man, I am jealous. For many reasons. 1, to be able to go to sleep, and 2, to not have to watch this.
I'm going to try to call in at 6 a.m. for the Garvey Shear drink, but I don't know if I'm going to make it up or not.
All right. Well, I've got your number, so we'll just call you.
You call me at 6. Keep it up, man.
All right. Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. See you, Dave.
See you later.
All right. That's what I'm talking about right there. People calling in and making fun of us. That's what we want. That's what we need. All right. I think we're ready. We're going to do a switch. What do you think, Alan?
Absolutely.
All right. So, all right, folks, we're at new hour. So we are going to, we're going to be right back. So cheers to you, and stay tuned. If you're on Twitch, you can watch all the excitement as we clean up, and then we'll be back in just literally a minute, back live with hour 3.